What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As always, please hit that subscribe button. It's right down there and it's free. That enables us to keep coming to y'all as often as possible with as many interviews as possible. So please hit that subscribe button, like our content, share, talk about it, be about it, each one, teach one. We appreciate your support in getting us this far. And by subscribing, you also help here with the 1st and 15th. You help with all the other different things we're working on behind the scenes to help Unique Access Entertainment keep growing. And while you're there, you could also join. There's 3 different tiers. Different ways you could help Unique Access Entertainment, all of which really help. And make sure once you watch this video to tell a friend, or make sure to watch 1 or 2 more videos so that we get in your algorithm and that we stay there so you can keep watching all our videos. We got a lot of content that we put out this year, and hopefully we're going to be putting out even more and better stuff next year so we can keep rising to the top. Now, today on the 1st and 15th, man, I always get all these ideas and I always am seeing all this stuff all the time. And this episode, I wanted to focus on a variety of things that all stemmed from one thing, which is there's so much and so many great things happening in the rap world. And, you know, when I saw my wife had sent me this flyer that they're having for the Roots Picnic, Hip Hop is the Love of My Life, and it's already being advertised. And the day is June 29th, 2024. So several months away. More than 6 months away, in fact, and it's getting promoted, and it's at the Hollywood Bowl, and it's going to have an all-star cast. Of course, the Roots are going to be there: Queen Latifah, Common, Digable Planets, Arrested Development. We did some great interviews with Speech from Arrested Development, so you can check those out on Unique Access Entertainment. The Far Side also been on Unique Access Entertainment, Black Sheep, and more. Now, why is this so intriguing or so strange or noteworthy to me? Well, it's because it's coming off on the heels of the 50-year anniversary of hip hop and a great year for rap specifically. And it also, to me, speaks to a very subtle, understated reality that's very important and something that's happening right now in our lifetime and that we're experiencing, and people like myself who have been studying, listening, and loving rap since the 1980s, since I first was really hearing and falling in love with rap. This is a marked change, but it's a subtle change, but it's a very significant change. And that is our new reality, is that rap is so big and so commonplace that events are being promoted more than 6 months in advance. That CBS did a broadcast December 10th called A Grammy Salute to 50 Years of Hip Hop. Now, keep in mind, when rap in particular was first gaining notoriety and commercial success, it wasn't even a Grammy category. Then it wasn't even broadcast when DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince won their first Grammy back in the 80s. They didn't even broadcast it. Now, CBS, one of the alphabet networks, one of the most long-standing, most respected, biggest television entertainment entities in the world, and especially in the United States, is now airing, or just aired, a big tribute to hip hop and to rap. And it was hosted by LLCoolJ, of course, who I think is the greatest rapper of all time, the best rapper of all time, and who has a long-standing relationship with CBS with his NCIS show and also hosting the Grammys several years. But think about this. CBS, a primetime major network, going from all the networks shunning, all the radio stations shunning, everything shunning rap, to now on the 50-year anniversary of hip hop, according to some, we're getting this situation where LLCoolJ is hosting a 2-hour special that aired in primetime after 60 Minutes, arguably, if not the most respected television show on air today because of its journalistic prowess. They follow that with a tribute to the 50 years of hip hop. And this is the subtle shift. This is the dramatic shift. The thing is, we've been hearing about this 50 years of hip hop all year, but it hasn't really exploded. It hasn't really blown up in the way that I think some people thought it would, or some people think it deserves to, or what have you. But the reality is, it didn't blow up, in my opinion, because hip hop is already pervasive and essentially ubiquitous throughout our popular and entertainment culture. so that when CBS does decide to do a 50-year tribute and have it hosted by LL Cool J and have it on after 60 Minutes, it's not a big deal, not because it's not significant, because it's hugely significant, but because we as consumers have grown up loving, admiring, listening, supporting, and going to see rap concerts and hip hop events for decades now. But the twist of it is now they're so commonplace that it doesn't even make a wave in the bigger popular culture. There's no outcry like, oh my goodness, how could CBS do this? Why would they dedicate 2 hours to show this rap concert? No, it's quite the opposite. It's getting promoted on the talk shows. People are talking about it. I'm making videos about it. But when you really look at it too, the other significant thing is CBS aired performances from DougEFresh, who I've had here on Unique Access Entertainment. Thank you to Dana Dan, as always, for linking us. And I just saw Doug at Chicago O'Hare Airport recently. Thank you. Always great chopping it up with Doug, both on and off camera. I've learned a lot from him over the years, listening to his music at first, and now getting to talk to him in a professional and personal capacity has been amazing. But this show from CBS also had Rakim on it. It had JJ Fad on it. It had DJ Quick on it. It had Warren G on it. It had 3 6 Mafia on it, and dozens of others. And this is the thing. There were male and female artists from the 80s all the way up to the 2020s. It really did span this whole history of hip hop, and obviously not every significant artist was on there, but it was definitely a mixtape vibe, and it went so fast that 3 6 Mafia, who's got dozens of hits that they've made themselves, Juicy J as a solo artist that they've produced or that they've appeared on, they got like a minute and a half. So if you haven't watched the CBS Grammy Salute to 50 Years of Hip Hop, definitely watch it, because it's like a mixtape of the last 50 years. And again, not everybody's on it because that's impossible, but it really does give a great window into a lot of the great artists, a lot of the artists that have succeeded so much. You get male, female, you got north, south, east, and west, you got Midwest. It's a lot of great things going on, and that ties up to something else that was remarkable about this event, which was it was the first performance in decades from DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. They were the headliners, they closed the show, and it was a full circle moment in the sense as I had mentioned earlier, they won the first Grammy in rap history. So beyond the fact that DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince were huge artists, and my favorite song of theirs, Brand New Funk, they performed at this Grammy Salute to Hip Hop. You know, it's just a remarkable thing. Remarkable that CBS did it, remarkable that it's getting all this notoriety, and remarkable that by and large the mainstream media, the public, didn't have this huge outcry. And that's what it is. This is our new normal. This is what we should expect. We should expect these venerable media institutions like the New York Times, like the CBS's, and now we're even getting more and more and more content on the streaming platforms, which have always been more progressive and forward leaning than some of the alphabet networks and some of the prime cable channels. But man, Lil Wayne is doing sports programming now. Like, it's just, this is our new normal and what we should expect from the presentation and the representation of rap and hip hop in popular culture and mainstream culture. And this is coming on the heels of some amazing things that I saw that I'll touch on briefly, and some of the great albums that are coming out. All this just ties into the people that tell me, oh man, Soren, I don't like the modern rap. I don't like this. I don't like that. There are a lot of great things going on, and you just need to have your eyes open, your ears open, and keep an open mind, because there's a lot of great things that are going on. One of the things I got to do in October, Red Bull Symphonic, he had Metro Boomin and world famous conductor Anthony Parther. I got to go to this event. I got to write about it for Red Bull, and to see basically a 90-minute performance of some of the songs that Metro Boomin has performed, about more than 24 songs of his for Drake, Future, Migos, etc. To see them performed by a symphony led by a world-renowned composer and orchestrator, it was phenomenal. And they did it at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, which has the Oscars, which is, again, one of the most prestigious venues in Los Angeles, and it was sold out. And more than 3,000 people showed up to see this. And it was remarkable. Obviously, I'd also recently gone to and covered, you can check out some of the coverage on Unique Access Entertainment of Eazy-E street dedication in Compton. Again, this is a dude who, as graduating from a street hustler dude to an independent record label owner to an independent artist to getting a deal, revolutionizing the music business in so many ways with NWA, having the landmark song Fuck the Police, having huge solo success with the Easy Does It album, and becoming a superstar and an amazing talent scout. And I've talked about Eazy-E and will continue to do so because I think he's one of the most important people in rap history. But this dude who was the mastermind and the company and the impetus behind Fuck the Police from the business side of things is now being embraced by the very city that shunned him, according to many or most, or reality, however you want to look at it. But this is why the CBS thing and all these things that are happening with hip hop and rap in particular are so remarkable. And, there's been a lot of great albums that have come out in 2023. I may or may not do an extended thing on that on 1st and 15th for the end of the year, beginning of next year. But let me at least highlight a few of them. There's Soul Assassins 3 Death Valley by DJ Muggs. I did a great interview with him. You can check out the link there, or check out the link for that. Muggs obviously is one of the greatest producers in rap history with Cypress Hill, House of Pain, and many others. And that continues with Soul Assassins 3 Death Valley, Me Versus Me, DJ Too Tough, great DJ driven album, lots of scratching, incredible sound bites, different things. One of my favorite albums of 2023. Also another one, great, so many other realities exist simultaneously by Atmosphere, represent Rhyme Sayers in Minneapolis. You got Mental Trillness by Juicy J. I did the Chronicles of the Juice Man book. Pick up a copy if you haven't already. It's a great holiday gift for those that love rap and that like to read or listen. You can pick up audiobook on Spotify and Audible. But, Juicy J, he's known for this rowdy club, tear the club up type of thing. But on Mental Trillness, he's addressing a lot of mental health issues, and we talk about that a lot throughout Chronicles of the Juice Man. But this album is a different side of Juicy, and I think it shows a maturity and evolution, and definitely shows a lot of growth artistically and personally. There's recently Pacific Standard Time by Dazzy D. I just recently interviewed him and talked to him about this. This album is great to me because there's a lot of scratching, there's a lot of creativity. He's got really choice collaborations, great stories. He pays homage to the 50-year hip hop with 1973. He's shouting out a lot of female artists. And as I talked to him in the interview, you can check out on Unique Access Entertainment, Curtis Blow and the Fat Boys, some of these unheralded heroes. Great artists that we've had here on Unique Access, Sweet Tea, Antoinette, Stetsasonic, we got Daddy-O. So it's just a lot of great things. Then I also this year talked to Big Trey D about Malice, his great album that came out in 2023. There is a lot of great music coming out. And if you like more on the East Coast side of things, Teflon, Two Sides to Every Story. He put out a very solid album, if not a great album. DJ Premier did several songs on it. So it's definitely coming with the high quality styles. So I say all this to say, man, there's a lot going on that's going super well in rap. And I think now there's just so much media, so much exposure, so many things all the time that we're bombarded with it all. But that doesn't mean that it's not happening. And I think we're so accustomed to all this happening that we've kind of lost sense of the magic of things. And that's why I wanted to talk about this Grammy salute to 50 years of hip hop. Again, I was fortunate enough to actually go to the taping of it, to see it in person, and then to be able to watch it and check it out online and on CBS is amazing because this type of thing never would have happened 50 years ago, 40 years ago, and probably not 30 years ago, not even 20 years ago. So rap has had these huge steps, advances, evolutions, and has been, really embraced in a lot of ways. It's still not all the way there because of racism, because of profanity, because of different things. But bottom line is, rap is much closer to where me as a fan would have wanted it, to where I as a fan would have wanted it when I was growing up to where I had these opportunities to hear these great albums, to see these great concerts, to see these genre bending events, to watch it, portrayed and depicted and used in movies and TV shows as it is all the time, and to be able to experience it live, all of which I did throughout 2023. And it's just an amazing thing. And I want to shout out CBS and the Grammys. Grammy salute to 50 years of hip hop. LLCoolJ putting it down as always. So just a lot of great things going on. Please check out a lot of these things I talked about, because there's a lot going on in rap and a lot of it's happening right now. So don't miss it. That's why I wanted to talk about it here on the 1st and 15th. As always, I'm Soren Baker. You can follow me on all media at Soren Baker. And please support us here on Unique Access Entertainment. Hit us in the comments section, subscribe, and if you haven't already, you could join. That helps us out in so many different ways. And I just appreciate your guys' support and helping us get past this 50,000 subscriber mark, trying to get to that 75,000 sooner than later. So please tell a friend, make sure you're subscribed, and help spread the word. Unique Access Entertainment here on YouTube.